Hey everybody, this is Christopher Small, and this is episode 98 of the Building a Law Firm podcast. What is up, everybody? Closing in on episode 100. Kind of excited about that. I'm not doing anything special for it, okay? So, sorry. I thought I would. I thought I'd try to think of something, but it's too much work. And I'm excited to get to 100 episodes because it means we've been doing this for a long time. And I'm excited that a lot of you have been listening and getting help, and so that's just super cool. But I digress. If you are here for the first time, I have to do my usual intro. If you're here for the first time, this podcast is all about helping you start and build your law firm, helping you make the next 6 figures with your law firm. Here we talk about mindset, we talk about marketing, advertising, leadership, systems, anything that we can to help you start and build your successful business, right? They don't teach you this stuff in law school. They don't really teach you this stuff anywhere in our world. Nowhere that's good where they're teaching you like cutting edge stuff that other businesses are actually using to get clients in today's world. I love this stuff. I like to share it. I know only 1% of you is going to actually do any of the things that we're talking about. So I talk about it, right? Today, I want to talk about a topic that many of you care about deeply, that many of you think is a holy grail to law firm marketing, and that is SEO. All right. If you know my story, I was into SEO heavily for several years when I started my first law firm back in 2009. It was a wild, wild west of sort of the internet still. Even back then, you could do some fun and interesting things with SEO to sort of make things work for you. And in a relatively short amount of time, I was number 1 for DUI attorney anywhere that you searched in the whole country. So even though I only had my office here in Seattle, I was still showing up everywhere. I showed up in Boston, I showed up in Kansas, I showed up in Cabo. So it was cool. Then things changed, as they do. Google sort of continue to update and work on and refine their algorithm in a good way, and it's for the better, right? Because their goal really is to get the best answers at the top, and so things had to change. Now the SEO game is a little bit different, but with that being said, there are still a lot of companies out there that are selling the dream of SEO, that are selling you SEO as a cure to your business woes. And SEO can be a big, and probably should be a big part of your business marketing plan, but we're going to have a little bit of real talk here today about how long it should take, and that's it. That's all we're going to talk about for today. The way that I structure this podcast, every Monday we talk about mindset, and then every Thursday we talk about sort of something practical. And we sort of rotate between several different things like Facebook ads, Google ads, SEO, and SEO/branding/content, right? Those are all the same things for me. And then email marketing, automation, those kinds of things, right? So every 4 or 5 weeks or so, we'll dive in, we'll do some more SEO work, right? But today we're just really talking about how long does it take for SEO to work. And for me, I think it's the way I'm going to answer this question at the beginning is reality. Okay, I would be doing it for 12 months before you looked up and did it and really gauged anything. Okay, that's 12 months of content creation. If you're really into like link building and stuff like that, it would be all of that. But I would give it a year before you looked for any traction. But the reality is, you shouldn't be doing SEO/content/branding. You shouldn't be really doing any of that for any specific results, right? The SEO game, the content creation game, it's a long game. It's a marathon game. It's a game that you have to walk into and be ready to play forever, right? Throughout your entire career. I have estate planning TV. I have probate TV. I make a new episode every week. And I will probably make a new episode every week forever. There never comes a time when I'm going to say, my SEO is good enough, I'm going to just take a break and relax. because it doesn't really work like that. The SEO that you want in today's day and age is not for the Seattle probate attorney search. It's not for the Phoenix bankruptcy attorney search. It's not for the Chicago business attorney search. Those keywords, those big keywords like that, they are so overrun by Avo, by Yelp, by, I don't know, fill in the blank, and by the other people that have been doing this for a long time. They're so overrun by all of those groups that's going to be very, very difficult to get there. And by the way, as a side note, you can use Google Ads to get up to the top of those keyword searches right now, today, for cheap. You know, if I tell you that you can spend $500 and you can make $2,000, will you take that deal? If you say no, then you are wrong. You're an idiot and you're dumb, right? You're probably the same person that doesn't want to invest in Infinity Clients Workshop because you can't see the value prop there. But I digress. SEO is a long game. So the answer to how long it should take before you start seeing results is forever. All right. As you continue to create new content, it will piggyback on everything else that you do. Right? It will help you with those big keyword searches. It will help you with those long tail keyword searches. It will help you with everything. But it really should be just a bigger part of your marketing strategic plan. Right? You should be creating content on a consistent basis because it does so many other things than SEO. You know, it builds trust, it builds expertise, it builds brand, right? I can tell you that every time, not every time, a majority of the time that people come in to talk to me for estate planning, they always talk about my videos, always. They've seen one of them, or they've seen two of them, or they've seen all of them. I've had some people that have watched all of them, like 100 videos. They've watched them all. And that is part of the process, right? People find me on YouTube, right? They find me on Yelp. They find me on iTunes. They find me everywhere. And part of that is taking that longer, bigger approach to SEO. So, maybe the next episode we'll talk about hiring an SEO company, but we'll talk about it later. I would just be careful about that, right? Because you're putting your brand and your livelihood in their hands. Because if they mess up, your website's dead. So anyway, today we're talking about SEO secrets. We're talking about how long before you should expect results. Like I said, I would do it for a year before you really expected anything. If you were really, really gung-ho and created a lot of content consistently over a long period of time, it could just take as little as a few months. But at the end of the day, you should be playing SEO as a marathon, as a super long game, as something that never stops, as something that you just continually create content for, answer questions on, provide value for, and then it will do its own work over time. All right, so that is it for today. If you have questions, if you disagree with me, then let me know. Leave me a comment. Send me an email, chris@buildingalawfirm.com. I would love to discuss this with you, okay? Because I've been doing it for a long time. It doesn't mean I'm right. I'm not right all the time. I'm quite often wrong. But I would like to hear your thoughts before conceding defeat. All right, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for trusting me and the information I'm giving you. You know, this is a labor of love. I really do enjoy doing this. If you never come to me for help, if you never, use my services for your business, that's okay. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to help you. All that I ask is that you take action on this advice. All right? So, on that note, I'll see you next time, and keep cranking away at the business. See ya.